What's up, CougConnect? Appreciate you guys joining us for another one. This is our last interview with our boy Keanu Hill, wide receiver one. Obviously, the best receiver in NFL like ever, right?
I believe it. I believe it.
Like as we were waiting for the interview, Jaron Hall got drafted to the Minnesota Vikings, and Trevor was talking about how do you downgrade from Keanu Hill to Justin Jefferson, just like that. But dude, we're stoked you came on the cruise with us, man. Like when we were talking about like what players would come, we wanted like okay, who was like the funnest person possible to bring on this cruise, and we're all like Keanu, and we saw it last night at dinner. I Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake came on. All the crew members were dancing. Keanu got up and was dancing with them.
Had to join him.
It was sweet, man. Are you the best dancer on the team?
Best dancer on the team, I'd say so, because nobody else like to dance on the team. To be honest with you, you see, I'm the only one dancing after I score touchdowns and stuff. So I'd say so.
Okay, yeah, we gotta bring that up.
Were you as angry as I was when you got flagged for gritty?
Nah, I already knew it was gonna happen. To be honest with you, like I already knew, like me, I'm a very exciting person. Like so, like if anything happens with me getting touched, I'm gonna express it. Yeah. So. Me, after I saw the flag, I was like, oh, the coach is going to yell at me. But, hey, man, it's football, man. Yeah. It's a kid's game, man. It's always about having fun, man.
I think I put a tweet out being like, how does Keanu Hill get flagged for something literally every college football
every
player
single one does. Like, how you going to, like, if we go back to the LSU win the championship, everybody gritty and no flags were getting thrown, none of that. And I'd be able to do it for like 2 seconds and not.
So those Mountain West Conference refs.
Oh, it's got to be it. It's got to be
Speaking of conferences, do you feel like in the Big 12 maybe they'll be a little bit more lenient?
Oh, yes. I have a lot of friends, especially me coming from Texas. I have a lot of friends that's on all the Texas teams, Texas, Oklahoma, all that. Like, they tell me stuff, like, they be doing all the dances and stuff. They don't get flagged.
So the gritty's coming back.
Oh, yes. Hey, stay tuned.
Is there another dance that we're going to be seeing after a touchdown this year?
Maybe, but y'all gotta watch. Okay. in order to see it. So, you know what I'm saying? Get some more views on the game.
I actually wanted to ask you about that. You mentioned you're from Texas. Obviously, your uncle, Roy Williams, played for the Cowboys. I believe he went to Oklahoma, right?
I went to Texas.
You went to Texas, that's right. So you come from kind of a Big 12 family background, friends there. How exciting is it for you to now be playing in the Big 12 with BYU?
Oh, this is a lot of fun, man. Just because after we had the whole announcements of us going into the Big 12 and all the rumors and stuff, man, me and my family have just been going at it because I come from a very competitive family, especially on my dad's side because he played football at Texas Tech too. Mm-hmm. And so just talking to them, trying to get like what they think is going to happen on the game, what they're going to wear with jerseys and stuff. It just makes the whole family like interaction just even more better, bro.
That's awesome.
So how many touchdowns you scored on Texas Tech just to rub your dad's face?
One will be fine. Just so I have one on them to have some under my belt, just so I can say I can score on this team. This one will be fine. But
2 of them might find him not invited to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I might be kicked out. I might be kicked out of the family on 2. So, and then if I get 3 for sure, I change my last name. So,
speaking of touchdowns, and actually. Justin Jefferson, of all people, Utah Tech, the celebration, you pulled out the
1, 2, 3,
touchdowns. Yeah. Was that something going into that game you knew?
It was on the spot, man. Like I said, game of football is supposed to be fun, man. So I was going to do it, show whatever all my emotions, man.
Yeah. Were you a big part of the game plan that week?
Going into it, I feel like I was going to be just because we were playing against Utah Tech, and I felt like they were going to be really keen in on Puka. So I really felt like it was meant to be honest.
How early into that game are you going to the sideline and being like, okay, like they can't stay with me? Like
honestly, like if we bring on, I bet on myself a lot. So I would say every game that I go into, I feel like I can't be touched, can't be guarded. So that's just me at a personal level. So,
which has been your I guess best memory playing at BYU so far? Which game has stood out the most?
The game that probably stood out, Wyoming. I say Wyoming just because I don't know. I feel like that was probably like probably my biggest breakout game just coming out, just like getting the touchdown, the gritty, getting the flag, and then come back again just to drag it for like 20 yards.
I remember watching that touchdown was scored right in front of my seats, and I remember Jaron threw just a perfect dime, like 60 yards in the air, and hit you, and like the corner was right on you. My first thought was like, oh my gosh, what a throw by Jaron. And then it's just like, Keanu's still going. Oh my gosh, he's going to score. And then just like, what I know you couldn't have said anything to him, but what were you thinking about him in that moment?
What I really wanted to say to him, I was like, I really wanted to turn around and be like, you're a child. That's what I really like. If you're being honest, I really want to tell her like, you are my son. Like, I really just took you on a ride. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen like Coach 30 on TikTok? I was like thinking, he's like, not really an athlete. I've never seen him sweat in his life.
That's what I'm saying, right? The moment's too big for me. That's funny, man.
That's all I could think about. But dude, that was like by far my favorite play. That was by far my favorite play.
That's part of the highlight. That's part of the highlight of my.
Did you see BYU came out with like this super awesome? I don't know how they filmed it, but it was like the camera was like moving in the back of the end zone. You caught it. It was like all from one angle.
That one angle after I caught it and then walked out. Yeah, I see that. That was hard. That was hard.
That's awesome, man. Who kind of walk us through spring practice? Obviously, like you, Chase Roberts, and Cody Epps are kind of the big three guys. Mm-hmm. They were all expecting to come back, kind of similar to the linebacker situation. But who are some guys that you saw in spring practice that you thought maybe could be those next dudes?
For me, just because I wasn't like watching a lot, but I was like, helping around a lot, just trying to be a leader for our group, just because, we don't have Puka no more, Gunner is gone too, so just trying to be that vocal point. But the people that really stood out to me was what Miles said. Cole stood out to me. Dom from Florida, he stood out to me. He stood out to me a lot just because of where he started at and where he is now. His confidence level is through the roof right now. O lineman though, Waylon. I like Waylon, one from Utah State. He looks really good. I feel like he's gonna bring a lot of energy and a lot of grit to that offensive line that I feel like that we lost out of Clark, Blake, and all them. So I really feel like Waylon for us for sure is gonna be a good one for us.
That's sweet.
Perfect segue actually from lineman to your run blocking. Your run blocking is something that I pick up on and I actually touch on a lot on our podcast. And so
every Saturday I get texts from him.
I would just
get on his block on that run.
So I'd be remiss if here we are. I don't ask this question. Was run blocking something that's come naturally, or have you worked at it? And has your uncle helped with you?
I feel like it's come naturally to me, just because from the high school I came from. If y'all heard of Euless Trinity, it's a big poly, very run lot. So I feel like when I first came to Euless Trinity, I feel like I was blocking a lot just because of all the big old linemen that we had up front with the polys and stuff. I feel like that's really helped created me to be a good run blocker. And just bringing it to the next level, I feel like it's even better just because, when you see like Miles Davis break free, you're going to see me right next to him trying to catch him and stuff. So I just feel like, I don't know, this has always been a thing. Just Coach Fessy has this saying like, linemen block for first downs, but receivers block for touchdowns. I take that personal, especially just, just blocking for my brothers, man. It's people that I've known for a long time now. So it feels fun just running down the field with them.
Awesome. What's Fessy like?
He's good, man. He's good, man. I think he has a lot of knowledge on the game of football. I feel like when I first came here, he's taught me a lot just because I didn't really know how to read coverages or look at leverage and cuts and all that stuff. I feel like now I have a really good feel of the game. And he like I said, he's taught me a lot, and he's really fun. He's not like Clark fun, but like he's still fun and stuff. So.
Who's your favorite cornerback to go up against during practice?
Jacob Robinson. I like Jacob Robinson just because I'm really close friends with him. I hang out with him outside of football and stuff like that. He's just got so much technique, and he's so this technique is just crazy. Like just trying to get him off his landmark is pretty tough for me. So
do you guys talk trash to each other? Like,
of course.
Friends off the field.
Of course. I don't know if you saw the clip where I caught the one-handed catch on him that they posted, and I said, "And one." There's like a little thing we do when we play 2K against each other. We talk mess to each other, so it's just like that.
That's sweet. What game does everyone play on the team, video game wise?
Actually, a lot of people play a lot of. I hear like a lot of people play Fortnite. I'm not a big Fortnite guy. I'm a big COD, 2K type of guy. Gotcha, but like a lot of people started playing Fortnite. I'm not a big Fortnite guy. I suck at building.
Who's your team in 2K?
Mavericks, baby. Mavericks, baby. Yes, sir, man. I think I don't lose with the Mavericks.
Do you shoot a lot of free throws when you're Luka too?
I shoot a lot of threes. I shoot a lot of threes with Luka and Kyrie just because we got him on the team now too.
I'm sorry you guys didn't make the playoffs this year. It's another season. 2K, baby.
All right, that's it. All right, cut the video. No, don't worry. Next year we'll get it. Hopefully, if Luka comes back.
You hope they sign Kyrie again?
I hope they sign Luka again. That's the one thing I really. I feel like if we lose Luka, then it's it's a bit of a throw up a toss up. So nah, stop. He's not going to Utah. He's not going to Utah.
We want to let you defend yourself now.
I bet.
You got a couple people up here earlier. One saying you're snoring, that you didn't have the best swag on the team, all that stuff. What do you have to say about that?
All I got to say, I don't snore. So I don't know what he's talking about, but I will say that one thing with Miles.
What's something you've learned about Miles?
One thing
that you can share.
I'll be nice to Miles. I'm not gonna be Miles where he's talking mad mess because something I'm not gonna say. But I'd say one thing about Miles is he's very noisy. He talks a lot. He talks very loud. I think it was one night. I think it was yesterday night where I came to the room earlier before him. And he come in making so much noise, turn the light on, like I ain't already half asleep, man. This just and then this morning he woke me up freaking throwing a pillow at my face. I don't know what he's talking about. Me throwing a pillow at him, bro. And then I'm waking up trying to get dressed. He come out of nowhere, started choking me, and I'm like, bro, like put me in a headlock. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? It's like 9 o'clock in the morning, bro.
An interview or a crime scene?
What, bro? He hate me. We be fighting, man. We be like, hey, man, give me them 30 seconds. Like 30 seconds, we get 30 seconds of like just stay free. So,
what's up with you getting put on the back of the plane on the flight out to California? Everyone's looked like exit row.
I honestly think it was just because I did mine later than everybody else's. Like when I had asked Miles, like, hey, you already get your ticket? Like, bro, I did it like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh, all right, bet. So I'm thinking like everybody else did this. So yeah, I'm not really tripping about it. I got to meet some people, so it's not bad.
That's fun. Tell us about kind of. You told me last night that you weren't really familiar with BYU until you got here. Mm-hmm. But tell me about your recruiting process. Like, what ultimately brought you to BYU?
I feel like the main reason that brought me to BYU is just the football program. If there's one thing I have heard about BYU is they had a good football program and everything like that. So that Kalani, just the way he sold the whole thing to me, I really felt like it was a place to be. So yeah.
That's awesome. Who's you get the aux cord? What's your song?
NBA YoungBoy Slime Beliefs.
Hey.
I don't care.
Brother Youngboy.
You know what I'm saying? Brother Youngboy. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
We gotta see if he'll come perform at a halftime.
I know, right? That'd be so hard.
That'd be so hard. Ayo and Teo like in 2017.
I don't think the concert would be inappropriate, but it'd be amazing.
He was typically about 10 years behind.
Yeah.
I think had 50 Cent for like the first time ever this year. So like maybe 2035, like year 12 of the Big 12, like that'd be a young boy. We'll get
that'd be
on the LES. Like
yeah.
2004, like Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Like I heard Crank That Soulja Boy for the first time in 10 years. I'm saying
just imagine though, like the stars align, and at halftime here, like YoungBoy finishes with right foot creep, and here comes Keanu out of the.
Hey.
That'd be pretty gnarly.
There you go. It's gotta be proof music.
That'd be like, oh yeah, it has to.
So obviously, so I played receiver in high school, so I kind of have that perspective. Not obviously the same as you guys have, but quarterbacks can make receivers look better. But what are something that you and other receivers on the team do to make the quarterback look better?
I just feel like for us, like first receivers, my dad always gave me a motto, just as a receiver, there should be no such thing as a bad ball. Like even if the ball comes your way, like you have to make that play. Like if the ball comes your way, that's a chance for you to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? So me, I don't really care how the ball looks as long as the ball comes my way. I feel like it's my job to go make that play, to make even if like the ball's like a duck or whatever, I feel like it's my job to go make that play to make him look good. So
it's a good feeling, like ball in the air, you're just like.
Oh yeah, I don't care how it looks, man. As long as the ball's looking up, coming my way, it's my play to make. So
that's sweet. Got any predictions for this year?
Just ready for the first game. Ready for the first game. One game at a time. One game at a time.
Okay. No, man, 15-0. I'll say it again. 15-0.
put in the subtitles. 15-0 national
15 to
champs.
15 to 0, yeah.
Well, dude, this has been a blast, man. You're obviously a great interview, great player. We're one of my favorites. So I'm stoked to watch you ball this year.
Appreciate that. You know, it's great for y'all having me on here. You know, you're bringing me on the cruise. You know, meeting people, meeting y'all. So, you know, it's been fun.
This will be sweet, man. But guys, thank you so much for joining us on our last interview. We hope you'll come. We hope you'll come with us next year. This will be awesome. Thank you to our sponsors, Banter and Pacific Horizon Credit Union, for helping us put this whole thing on. And we'll see you this fall in Lavelle River Stadium when BYU start game one. When BYU starts off 15-0 campaign. Appreciate you guys.